SmackDown was in Portland, Oregon tonight, and they decided to skip over Seattle since they were in the Northwest this week, and they had the Stomping Grounds and then the Raw both in Washington State, but not Seattle, so they go to Oregon tonight, and it's in Portland. They recap what happened last night with The Undertaker returning to help Roman Reigns, and I think that's going to be the main event of Extreme Rules. They could go with the mixed tag for the titles, even though that's a bigger match technically because both titles are involved. But I think they probably end with The Undertaker going on last. It'll be Philadelphia. It'll be behind Taker, and Taker gets probably the big win for his team. And maybe they set up Undertaker and Roman Reigns in a rematch at SummerSlam because Undertaker's never gotten revenge on Roman Reigns after Reigns bragged about ending The Undertaker's career after he beat him at WrestleMania 33 2.5 years ago. But Shane McMahon Titantron promo, boring. I don't care. I hate Shane. So New Day comes out, and Kofi has talked about how this has been the greatest moment of his career and of his life, winning the title. He has talked about some of the experiences, but he's also said he's experienced a lot of pain, especially last night with Dolph Ziggler in the cage. And you have Dolph Ziggler come on, I think to myself, no, right when I saw Ziggler come out, no, we're going to continue this fucking rivalry. This rivalry is never going to end. They're going to feud forever. It's like, why are we seeing this? 3 straight shows. It's the same thing. That's a problem. It's like they continue to feud, and the champions beat the challengers, and the challengers somehow keep getting rematches. There's 3 feuds right now going on. You have Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. Rollins beats him twice. Corbin's getting a 3rd opportunity. Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans. Becky beats her twice. She's getting a 3rd opportunity. And now Kofi and Ziggler. Kofi won twice. Now Ziggler's somehow going to get a 3rd fucking opportunity. When is this going to end? Ziggler says if he has a match with Kofi, he will get a championship at Extreme Rules. And then you have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan come out after that. So after Dolph wishes Kofi luck, it's Daniel Bryan and Rowan. I guess Daniel Bryan doesn't care about being champion anymore. When they come back, actually show Elias in the hallway, and they show Miz and Shane having a confrontation. Miz wants revenge still. So you have Big E and Xavier against Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. So it's a non-title match. You have a good match here. It goes on for a while. These 2 teams are both good. I guess they can have Big E and Xavier just team for a while until they do what they're going to do with the New Day, until Kofi maybe loses the title. Or if they split the New Day, they can do that too. But I don't think they're going to, because they're having Big E win. You know, they had Big E Xavier hit them in the midnight hour, and they pinned Daniel Bryan. It's like, really? They're pinning Daniel Bryan? He's the champion? I guess it doesn't matter, because when they have the mentality that you're champion, they can beat you. But I don't think that's a good idea at all. So after a matchup, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn attack them, and then you have Rowan joins in, and you have Him Machinery comes out. They clean house, and then you have them and the New Day standing tall. So what I assume probably is maybe fight a 4-way tag team match at Extreme Rules. They could do that. So they go to commercial, and then back in the ring, you have an 8-man tag. You have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, and Eric Rowan against Big E, Xavier Woods, Otis, and Tucker. So it goes on. You have a decent match. You have Tucker hitting the compactor with Otis, and they get the win. Heavy Machinery stands tall, and I guess that probably sets something like that up. A fatal 4-way tag match was probably be a good match at Extreme Rules if that happens. So we go backstage, and they show what happened with Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. They see Nikki saying she's going to make things up for Alexa. She says if she beats Bayley tonight, Alexa gets a title match with Bayley at Extreme Rules. Alexa's hesitant, but Nikki says as long as she believes in Nikki, that is enough. So you have Miz backstage. You show Mustafa Ali video. You have Miz against Elias. So if Miz wins, he gets a match against Shane. He in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So same thing they did. So Elias gets the win here. And then what happens is it goes on for a while. Miz gets a DQ win. Since the fall hasn't started, Shane and Elias attack the Miz. Shane sends the Miz to the floor. And then Shane sets up for the spear, and he hits Miz with the spear. Then the fall starts. Elias goes to the top and hits an elbow for the 3 count. So Elias pins Miz. I guess they're just going to be aligned with Shane. And Shane owns Miz again. Miz is dead. They destroyed him. Like Shane McMahon has owned the Miz. They've killed the Miz dead. No one can ever take this guy seriously as a babyface ever again. He's lost to Shane like 10 times now. He lost a cage match, lost a match at WrestleMania. He's lost him on TV. It's like, what else are they going to do? May as well just let Miz turn back heel because he's done as a babyface. They show Finn Balor being interviewed by, I think it's Kayla Braxton or, I forgot. I missed it. It's Saturday. So I think Kayla or Sarah Scooper, one of those two. Charlie Caruso does Raw. He talks about Nakamura. I guess that's his next opponent. So they show Miz being helped to the back from the ring. They show Nikki Cross and Bayley both preparing backstage. And that's next. So you have Bayley, who says that Alexa might be able to confuse Nikki Cross, but she knows about Alexa. Bayley says if Nikki can beat her to get a title match for Alexa, she is okay with that. Bayley says she is the true champion. So we have Nikki Cross and Bayley. They have a match. It goes on for a while, but Bayley sends her to the floor. And what happens is Alexa is outside. Bayley, they're back in the ring, and Bayley hits inside cradle. She gets a 2. Then she hits a knee, but then Nikki blocks it, and she gets a roll up, and she is able to pin Bayley. After the match, she celebrates like she did something for herself, and she says she can't wait to tell Alexa. I don't know how this is going to go. My prediction is probably going to end up being Bayley and Nikki Cross at Extreme Rules. So they show Carmella looking for R-Truth. I hate this stuff. The stuff with Drake Maverick's there. This feud sucks. This whole 24/7 title's a joke. It was cool. I like some of the stuff they do on the WWE YouTube page. You know, they do stuff on golf courses. That was pretty entertaining. Stuff like that's good. The stuff on TV is fucking horrific. It's fucking garbage. So up next is show Ember Moon going out, and she's doing nothing now. She's facing Sonya Deville with Mandy Rose, and so Mandy Rose is unbelievably attractive. She's wearing these really tight jean shorts. It's like ridiculous. And after the match, Sonya Deville wins pretty quickly, so not a good night for Ember. They show Sonya and Mandy in the ring, and Sonya touches Mandy's hair in like this sexual way. I think they're doing a lesbian storyline with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. It makes sense. Sonya Deville is a lesbian, and I'm sure I can't imagine that Sonya Deville does not want to fuck Mandy Rose. Like, she has to have a crush on her. It's like if you're a guy and you have a friend, a girlfriend, like as a friend, who's unbelievably attractive, you're gonna want to fuck her. And come on, you can't tell me that Sonya Deville does not want to bang Mandy Rose. And I think that's perfectly normal, and I think that's kind of where they're going to go. I don't have a problem with it. It makes sense, and they can do a good storyline. I think they're actually the right people to do in this kind of storyline. WWE said they want to do more LGBTQ characters. This is fine. Sonya is... So, I'm fine with that. I think they can pull it off. A boring Aleister Black promo. What are they going to do? Can they just stop it? I'm so sick of this Aleister Black bullshit. Just get him in the ring and let him wrestle. His big stuff is not necessarily his promos, his big features. He has a really great entrance, and he's really great in the ring. Let him do that. That's how he can get over. Stop with this Aleister Black, boring nonsense backstage promos. So you have Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I don't know how many 2 out of 3 falls matches I've seen. So the winner, if Dolph wins, he gets a spot in the WWE title match at Extreme Rules if he wins the match. So they lock up. They have a match. The first fall's okay. Kofi hits a sunset flip, gets the win. Then after the match, Ziggler hits a zigzag on the floor, and that's where immediately after the fall. So the second fall happens, and then he hits a super kick on Kofi and gets the win. Third fall, final one. So I assume this is it for Dolph Ziggler. Him and Kofi go on for a while. This is really the actual match now, since it's something. It goes on, and Kofi hits a Trouble in Paradise, pins Dolph Ziggler. Kofi wins. He beats Ziggler again. I think that feud's done. I think it's over. I think Kofi moves on to someone else, probably someone with Joe at Extreme Rules, since they set that up on Raw. But Kofi is done with Dolph Ziggler. Hopefully Dolph Ziggler never comes back to the WWE. He can go do his comedy tour that no one's gonna watch. Let's be real. Sorry, Dolph. No one cares about your comedy. Go do that. I'm sick of seeing him on my TV screen. I've seen him on my TV screen for about 15 years, since he was in the Spirit Squad. This should be it for Dolph. good win for Kofi, and that's it for him. They've booked Kofi well. The problem is he's not a draw, neither is Seth. The two main champions are not draws. I know Seth Rollins is having a temper tantrum on Twitter today, but him and him and Kofi and Seth, whatever, they're not draws. They're not drawing any ratings. They're not drawing any merchandise. I don't think they're selling that many house show tickets. The house shows are bad too. Both of them are not draws. Kofi is certainly not a draw. It's just not working out. Becky does sell a lot of merch, and she's claimed that the ratings go up when she's in a quarterly hour. I get the feeling Becky is a bigger star than the other two, but still, she is only a women's champion. You only can go so much when you have a small division. You're near the world champion. They still hold you to a higher standard. Neither guys are drawing. They're trying hard, just they're not. They're not stars. I think Roman Reigns is better suited to be champion, and I hope Roman gets the belt soon because I think that's what's best for the SmackDown brand.